Hello, vintage outboard motor fans. This is T Mike here in South Louisiana, and today I'm making a video on how to fine-tune the idle on your outboard motor, your vintage outboard motor, 1950s and 60s Johnson and Evinrudes. So if everybody's ready to learn how to fine-tune the idle, here we go. So in my previous videos, I've shown you how to dial in a carburetor, how to set the high speed adjustment and the low speed adjustment. So that's setting the carburetor. But to make your vintage outboard idle just right, there's a setting between the throttle control of the carburetor and the advancement of the timing on the magneto. And I'm going to show you how to make that adjustment now. Not many people know this. An old timer showed me this about 5 years ago, and I've used it to make my outboards idle just right, and it works. So if everybody's ready, here we go. Okay, what we have here is my Restore number 87. It's a 1955 5.5 CD12, and I've got her barrel tested and set the carb on it, and I'm going to show you how to do the fine tuning for the idle. So just to review, we know we have a high speed needle valve adjustment and a low speed needle valve adjustment. And to adjust the carburetor for the high speed, you go clockwise all the way in and you come out 3/4 of a turn. For the low speed, you screw the valve all the way in and come out 1.5 turns. Okay, then you fire up your motor, you get it started to run, and you start adjusting the high speed clockwise at about half throttle, clockwise till you reach the high speed adjustment. Then you back the throttle down and start adjusting inward on the low speed to get it to run at a low speed. All right, so that's what we call dialing in a carburetor. All right, so that's a good step. The next step is to make her idle right, and that is the T-Mike trick I'm going to show you. So on this 1955 and on all the vintage ones, you have two things going on here. When you advance the throttle, okay, when you advance the throttle, it moves the magneto, spins the magneto, and this throttle control bar advances the throttle on the carburetor. All right, this is the plate that does the advancing. See it move? And it also increases the spark frequency. Faster, spark faster, matches the amount of fuel being provided by the throttle. So the trick is that there's a mark on this plate right there. See that mark? That mark right there. Okay. The trick is that this throttle lever cam has to start moving when you advance it to that mark. Okay, so I'll advance it. When it reaches that mark, the throttle ought to advance and start providing more gas. That's the timing between the magneto and the throttle, that mark. Okay, so if you notice, when my throttle hits that mark, it starts advancing. See it moving? I'm gonna run it by a couple of times. See it moving? See it moving? See it moving? Alright, so that's how you want it set. You want that throttle to move when it hits that line. Now I'm going to show you how to set it. There's two screws. There's a screw here, a bolt. There's a bolt here and a bolt here. This is the holding bolt, and this is the adjustment bolt. I'm gonna bring you in my shop and show you on a spare magneto how to adjust that. All right, here's a similar magneto that I just showed you on my Restorer over there. It's the same type magneto, and it's got that throttle alarm plate, and it's got the mark that I'm talking about on it that you gotta make the magic happen. And here's the two adjustment bolts, here and here. So it's a 5/16 wrench. You loosen the holding bolt. Loosen the adjustment bolt. And then it moves back and forth. I'm going to take this bolt out to show you the amount of adjustment there is. So I've removed the bolt, and you can see that's the adjustment. That's the amount of adjustments you have to make this plate move out or in. Alright, that makes your throttle cam happen at the right time. Alright, so I hope that helps you on how to make the adjustment as I showed you earlier. Make that throttle move when that line appears. The throttle cam ought to move. Now I'm going to go run the motor for you and show how well it idles. Alright, let's start her up and see how well she idles. Alright, if you can make your motor, that throttle cam idle right on that mark, your motor is fine-tuned. Alright, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope you're all able to fine-tune your motors as good as that motor idles. Alright, and just remember, here at T. Mike's Vintage Outboards, we're doing it one motor at a time. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Here at T. Mike's Vintage Outboards, we're doing it one motor at a time. Please subscribe. I guarantee to provide weekly videos. Au revoir, mes amis, and laissez les bon temps rouler.